Hey there, Patriots. JT here, Serenity Farms prepping with part 3 of the Hillbilly Redneck Hot Tub. So, let's look at the pump, which I finally managed to get in. So, I had tried to get a fitting that would fit on the outside of the bulkhead fitting, and I went with a rubber 1.5 inch to 1.25 inch. Here, I was going to reduce it down. And then I had that PVC fitting in the 1.25 inch end. And then a nice little gray fitting coming out of the PVC. So I hooked it up and I tightened it down, but there's just not enough of the threads right here for me to get a good seal, because this is, I could have cut this little lip off right here maybe, but it was leaking. So for shits and giggles, I took the piece and it fit perfectly on the inside. So all I did, I had to sand off a couple bumps on this little gray fitting so that this tube could go on. And I have a little tiny drip. I may have to take off this plastic hose clamp that they give you and put on a regular hose clamp, maybe 2. So, unfortunately, I have filled it with water because it wasn't leaking, but that's where it's coming from. And I see the hose clamp. You know how plastic starts to turn white as it's getting weak? Well, I'm thinking that's what's happening here. So I may have to undo this, have a hose clamp ready. Unfortunately, I got to take the hose clamp all the way apart because I can't slide it over. This shouldn't leak too bad because it's still going to be on. I'm just going to go with a different hose clamp. I think I can get 2 in there. All right, so after I finally got that up and running, I added a waterfall kit because I didn't want to cut another hole anywhere in this stock tank. If for some reason I ever decide I want to use it for anything else, I would have a hole in it. Now, I could have made the hole just 2 or 3 inches from the top so the water came out, but you're supposed to put the hole 2 or 3 inches below your water level. Well, this waterfall is not below the water level, and it aerates very nice. I tested it. When I'm completely done, I'll fire it up for you. So once I got that installed, I have taken virtually every single idea that you see here from other people on YouTube. My fitting just happened to work, but I was doing it based on another guy I had seen do it. And mine didn't work for some reason, and I got lucky. The waterfall I saw goes to a pool, but it wouldn't fit on here. So I had a brilliant idea to take some 1-inch line, screw it down into the top lid here, which affects nothing should I decide to use this for something else. And then these clamps fit perfectly on the 1-inch water line. And the thing hardly weighs anything. It's very nice and secure. Sometimes you get lucky. So after that, I decided to insulate. So I got the green foam going all the way around. This side I went 2 rows, and now I had a 2-foot roll of bubble wrap. So I've wrapped it up nicely, and I'd come around the back. So I've started my 1-inch rough cut lumber actually fits perfectly underneath this lip. So I'm just toenailing them all down at the bottom. Had smaller pieces because there is a little corner, but they butt up. It's going to look pretty cool. I haven't decided if I'll stain them or not. Now, I cannot make a lid out of the 1-inch lumber because this is 69 by 63. So I want to put the 2-inch insulation. I'm probably going to have to glue that to a thin sheet of plywood, and then I'm probably going to have to use tongue and groove that I can brad nail to that thin sheet of plywood, because if I use rough cut lumber, I'll never be able to pick it up. I could make 2 halves that go together, because it's going to come over the lip an inch or two so that water doesn't pool. But that's 1 half to take off and another half to take off. If you just get in by yourself, you could technically just take 1 half off and not have to take the other half off. But it would have to be this half that you always take off, because they waterfall. That also has lights, 7 different colors. So I'll probably make the video at night. But that's where I'm at. This is part 3. I'm going to finish up with the insulation. I actually like that. That's pretty good. I had built this deck to put an outdoor shower here, but I think it's going to be a seating area. And the pump, I will build a small box around the pump, probably about 2 foot by 2 foot, with a door in the front for access. And then I might make a semicircular little bar top with a seating area right here. I can put an outdoor shower on the outside of this pole, which is just going to be to make a railing. And then people could rinse off right there before they decide to get in the pool. And then I'll make my outdoor shower somewhere else. I built this extra deck thinking the outdoor shower here would be cool, and I'll probably leave one here, but I think I need seating here more. And we'll see when I get ready to do that. But that's all I got for now. I got a video coming out this afternoon with some intel that's floating around about 45 and a likely indictment. It's all for show to try and get us to act out, but I'll give more details when I make that video. Okay, so I'm hoping to heat this up so I can see how it goes tonight. But for now, JT signing off.